Good morning, everyone. Steve Georgie here from Allendale's trading floor. It's May 4th, and I'm bringing you your morning coffee this morning. Grains kind of quiet overnight. Corn up 2 cents in July, down 2 3/4 in December. Beans rallying a little bit there for July, up 6 1/4, with November down a penny. A lot of guys getting in position for this report next week. We're less than a week away from seeing having the first look at new crop carryout. Next Thursday, USDA will be releasing new crop numbers, and we're expecting to see some big numbers for corn, but maybe some tighter stocks in beans. So maybe a little negative on corn, new crop corn, but we might find some support yet on beans. New crop beans have gone and they're testing a trend line right now. It's very important for us to stay above that trend line and maybe try to push that $14 area once again. But as I mentioned this morning, we are down slightly, down about a penny. But we'll see how the day goes today. Wheat is more of a follower at this point, up about 5 1/4 cents though overnight. So we did find a little support there for wheat. The Kansas Quality Wheat Tour came in with some big numbers yesterday, and certainly a lot higher than where we were last year. So that's looking a little bit more on the negative side of things. But one thing I do want to mention for grains, and as far as the CME members as a whole, you guys have probably heard already that as of Monday, we will have margin requirements change for CME members. So instead of paying hedge margins, they're going to be paying spec margins if they don't have any economic justification of being a hedger. That may limit some positions for guys, and we may see some position squaring ahead of that, which comes out on Monday. As far as some of the other news that's going on right now, some economic data that was just out. Jobless claim numbers came out at 115,000 jobs. That's unemployment rate right now at 8.1%. That's the lowest in a little over 3 years. But if you look at things right now, a lot of the estimates this morning, I've seen anywhere from 120,000 jobs to 160,000 jobs, came in at 115,000. So that's still a little bit negative. We did have some revisions to the March jobless claims, and they moved those. I don't know if you guys remember that 120,000 jobs. It was a pretty negative number then. They did revise that a little higher, 154,000. So they did revise the March numbers. As far as the markets right now, stock market, stock futures down about 32 points. S&P down about 3 1/4. And you've got the dollar right now actually finding support, up about 13 cents. So we're going to find a lot of movement here today as far as those markets. Crude oil right now down about $1.90. As I've been mentioning there in the afternoons, crude oil's been in a big range, that $105 to $100 mark. We actually sunk back down into that range a few days ago. Now we're sitting at $100.63 this morning, down about $1.90. So we're near that $100 support level. We may try to stay above that here today, but as far as more of a technical range, we're right back in it and right near that support. Metals today, gold up $2, silver down 12 cents. Not a lot of movement this morning. Pretty quiet morning right now as far as the metals. Something that a lot of guys have been watching overnight, this rain. We've had a very good rain through the midsection here of our nation. We've got some relief in those areas that we really needed rain and we needed to see some moisture. We had gotten some decent rain amounts. This should slow down planting pace. Guys are going to be waiting to see what that looks like there on Monday. But we're at an extreme pace already. Last week, or I should say this week, on Monday, came out at 53% planted. We do feel we're going to find some kind of an increase, but it might be minimal. We've had a lot of rain this week, but still going to be ahead of pace nonetheless. Looking at livestock, fat cattle right now up about 15 cents. You got June sitting at 116.02. Quite a rebound off of these lows. We're finding more demand come in here. Cash cattle did trade a little lighter yesterday, 119, while the products were mixed. So box beef, you had choice that was down 22 cents, select up 47. So kind of mixed as far as box beef, but we are finding some support at these levels. The charts look a little better, and we are finding some buying at this point. We'll see how we end up finishing the week. We need to see a strong finish for the week. It's been a while since we've seen that. As far as the hogs, down 10 cents. We had a nice recovery yesterday in the hogs. Still waiting to see if cash prices can turn around. Getting some mixed signals there. We did have pork cutouts yesterday down about 35 cents. That's leaving the markets right now down 10 cents this morning for June hogs. And that puts those at 84 to 85 at the moment. And as just like the cattle, we need to see some support in this market. We need to see a stronger close for the week, maybe to get some more buyers back in this market and find these charts turn around a little bit. Right now, they're in a pretty sharp downtrend as far as the hogs yet. So that's a lot of news thrown at you guys. Stay in contact with us today. You can reach us here, 800-262-7538, or check us out right there online, allendale-inc.com. Hope you guys have a great day today, and we'll talk to you this afternoon.